quick video about the Ricoh GR. And this is ostensibly about three things you may not know about the Ricoh GR, or three things I didn't know about the Ricoh GR, or three things I'd possibly forgotten about the Ricoh GR. But I think they're quite important, so I thought I'd just pick them up and stress them now, just so that, just because I found them again and I think, wow, these are pretty important actually. So first thing is one of the things I struggled with the Ricoh GR. One of the things I struggled mightily with is the snap focus, and that's because when you snap focus, I always thought you had to go and snap through like that, straight through, and that always annoyed me a bit because I really struggled with getting the press all the way through without jerking the camera, getting it through quickly enough without jerking the camera. And what I've discovered now is that in the autofocus menu on this thing, there are a whole series of settings, and one of those settings is snap only. And what that means is that you can just press the button as you normally would, and it will always press the shutter button as you normally would, and it will snap directly to that distance that you've got set as your snap focus distance. So it doesn't try to focus first using the autofocus. It will just go straight through to the snap distance, and you don't have to jerk the camera down. You can just take a picture normally. That's number one. Number two is the crop, and in the menu on this camera you can set a crop factor, and it is a crop. It's not a zoom, I should say. And what that does mean is, there will be some reduction in the amount of pixels that you're using to record on the sensor. I'm guessing that's how it works. So you've got the standard for the camera. Obviously the camera is a field of view 28mm effective. You've got crops for 35mm effective and 47mm effective. And for me, that's a bit of a game changer really, because I've been struggling with 28mm for a little while now, and I've wanted something a bit longer. So I've been trying that out, and it works really well, I think. I have to say, you've got to be pretty, well, I guess you've got to be very, very, you've got to be looking very closely to notice the difference on a PC-size screen. I'm sure you can, because I think probably if it's a 28mm standard and you're cropping to 47, you're probably getting, half the amount of pixels, are you? I haven't done the maths, but and if it's a 16 megapixel camera, which this original GR is, then you're down to about 8 megapixels. But actually, that's enough for most circumstances. And if you're doing street type photography, that's plenty, I think. So really useful to have that crop, particularly if you're struggling with one particular focal length, as I was. And that actually gives you 4 focal lengths if you've got the GW3 wide angle thing, because you've then got effectively 21, 28, 35 and 47mm fields of view. So I think that's, for me, that's big news. Big news. So that's kind of rekindled my my kind of street zest for the Ricoh GR. What's number 3? Number 3 is a bit of an interesting thing, really, which I discovered by accident. It's probably only interesting to to someone in the right circumstances. The right circumstances being, if I hold these up, this is the battery from the Ricoh GR and a battery from a Sigma DP Merrill camera. And as you can see, they're exactly the same. And in fact, all of the tech details on the batteries, the voltage, ampage, all that sort of stuff, it's all the same. And the batteries fit in the cameras interchangeably and seem to work interchangeably well. So for someone who's got a DP Merrill and a Sigma DP Merrill and a Ricoh GR, I don't know if the Ricoh GRs beyond this original version use that same battery or not, but for this one it just means I have to carry their batteries if I've got 2 cameras out with me. So that's just another one of those things I didn't know and have stumbled across by accident. Hopefully there's something there that might be useful.